You know I have a torch red C8, but I guess this is what it would look like in rapid blue. Oh wait, no, that's just painter's tape. Why? Because this weekend is track day down at Homestead Homestead Speedway, I should say, in Miami, Florida. Oh, we're taped up and ready. Let's get it on. All right, it's a beautiful Saturday morning, and we are pulling into the Homestead Homestead Speedway Track for a track day. I'm at the Homestead Speedway now. We just did 2 sessions of track. Some amazing, beautiful cars here in the garage. Vet is performing unbelievably well. I'm getting used to trusting it because it's still fairly new to me. It performed amazing, handled wonderfully. I thought it was great. The coach was great. Having a great day. It's awesome. did protect the car, I guess, a bit, but it was awesome. I am learning the potential slash outer envelope of this car, and I will tell you, it is quite a performer. I'm very impressed. That's it. I'll keep you updated as we go further. All right, day 2. I am ready to go out for our first session today at the Homestead Speedway Track, and let's rock and roll.
I don't see him.
Alright guys, I just got back from my first track weekend with this amazing red machine. It went exceptionally well. Thank goodness everything went really good. I had a good time. First day, getting used to the car, getting confident with it, getting confident with its brakes. By this day 2, which was today, I had faith in the car. I trusted the car. I trusted the tires. I trusted the brakes. And had a lot more fun, and I got much better times. I was very consistent with my times on the second day, which last 2 sessions, which made me really happy. For the Homestead track, for those of you who don't know the road track, it's got a lot of twists and turns and little sharp turns and things like that. I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it because there's times where I'd rather just be able to open it up. And when I did have the straight, I didn't have enough to really get more than, I think my top speed was 117, 114, 117, something like that. I can go look in the logs. Also, there was an app that I used that was pretty good called Track Addict. Really nice, gives you your lap times. And so with that, I was able to determine what my lap times were. My best lap time was 1:50. I know people that had 140s. I know people that had it in the 130s. I know guys that race their cars were trying to get it under 130. I'm not a race car driver, so for me at 150, 151, where I was consistently at 151 for almost every lap in the second sessions, except for some where I had to pass people or couldn't pass people. So I was happy about that. Here's my review of what I noticed while driving this car. So I was fortunate enough about 2 years ago to do what's called the Extreme Experience, where you can rent or borrow the car for, I don't know, 3 or 5 laps. And I actually used a Z51 C8 Corvette on the Homestead track. So I had experience with it. I knew what it felt like, and I knew the track. So here's what I noticed. When they had their car, they had track brake pads. I used the OEM brake pads, which are track capable. We'll say track capable. They didn't have as much of the bite that I remember from the racing track pads that were on the other car. As far as the acceleration, as far as the lull points in the acceleration, those are very similar. The handling of the car was very good. The tires performed excellently, gave a lot of great grip when I needed it, and they came a little loose when I wanted them to help me around some of those corners, so I actually really appreciate it. The traction control was amazing. No, I didn't turn it off. I never was like, oh, you should turn it off. I didn't turn it off. I left it on simply because I didn't want to ruin the car. And to be honest with you, this is a weekend thing that I did. I'm not a race car driver. I wanted to have a lot of fun with it. I wanted to be safe with it, and I wanted the car to come back in one piece. I feel like hitting a concrete wall. We did change, as you've seen, the brake fluid to Racing SRF brake fluid by Castrol, and it performed flawlessly. There was zero sponginess in the brakes. There was zero brake fatigue based on the fluid getting really hot, and this car got hot. So the other things that I noticed too is I lowered the PSI in the tires down to about 27 cold. They got up to about 32 hot. Some people say you shouldn't get any more than 30 hot. Some people say it's better 32 to 34 hot. I think it's a personal preference thing. I don't really know. I think they felt really good. I felt really settled and safe with the tires. These are the Michelin PS4 ZP summer tires. I don't know how an all-season tire would have felt, but I can assure you they felt stuck. I mean, it was really, it handled really nicely. With the Z06, because it's 3 inches wider, a little bit different suspension, handled a little bit differently, absolutely. And it probably handles a lot better than this thing, but I had a blast. This was so much fun to drive. This was, it was just awesome. It was really, really good. And it was really interesting to see all the different drivers and the different cars, you know, out there, Miatas. There was a Hyundai Elantra that was doing really well out there because it's a front-wheel drive car. A Viper that was out there. There were a bunch of Porsches that were out there. And we all ran together and we all had a great, great time. Yes, some of those cars are better than the Corvette as far as performance goes. I'm not competing or comparing, but it was a blast. It was really a lot of fun. So if you have the ability to track your car, I know some people are definitely afraid of doing that. Find a safe way to do it. I actually thought it was awesome. I had a great time and I would highly recommend it. And I would definitely do it again myself. So that's it, Joe's Garage. Like, share, subscribe. It helps you, helps me, helps the algorithm. You'll see more cool videos like this. And Luckily, by the way, because I'll show you some pictures, I was instructed to put blue tape on to protect the car. I have PPF. I have track PPF. I'm like, yeah, but then you're going to have to redo it to keep it. There's a lot of rock. There's a lot of sand. There's a lot of debris. I think because I didn't get over 120 on that track, I didn't really have to worry so much about that. And luckily, the PPF held up great. Thank you to Reaction, Suntech, Reaction, and thank you to Anthony, the perfectionist, who got this on my car. They did great. There is some, I don't know if you can see, there is some black tire pieces and stuff like that. There's some rubber that got on the car. The front end held up, I mean, really nice. There's a couple spots that got bugs and some red, some black rubber, but nothing that won't come off. In fact, I'm going to be getting that off. I got adhesive, not adhesive, rubber remover for cars. It's safe for the paint, for the PPF. I'm going to use that. I'm going to get that off, give this car a real good detail. I'm going to re-switch back out my old, well, I should say, these fantastic 20 spoke that I just absolutely adore, versus these Tridents, which are nice and great, and they're great. They're not forged. They performed excellently well for the course. The tires, they actually have quite a bit more tread, but yeah, I mean, they took a bit of a beating. I mean, I pushed this car. I pushed this car hard. Could I push it harder? Yeah. Could I have been, gone a little bit faster? Yeah. Could I have shaved my times? Yes. But I had a blast doing it the way I did it. So I'm not complaining. I'm not upset. It's going to be awesome. So go enjoy your cars. If you've got them, take them out on the track. And that's it. Take care.